Hi everyone, how is everyone doing today? I wanted to talk about mindset today, specifically in terms of abundance. Something happened yesterday in my local social club that kind of triggered this particular topic. This topic is about addiction to lack. Yesterday, I witnessed this person keep talking about lack and keep focusing on lack and keep focusing on what we don't have and keep focusing on the fact that we are powerless, that she has done everything that she could to get money from everyone, to ask everyone everything, and she basically have begged everyone for every single penny that they have and every single resources that they have. And mind you, this person, I am confident is not poor, basically, because I know afterwards, after she said that, she basically said things like, oh yeah, we're going to America for about 3 months to visit our family there. So it's obvious that they're not poor by any stretch of the imagination. They just don't want to use their own money to substitute this hobby that they basically wanted to have. So they basically wanted to have a reputation, a status, a higher status symbol in the society, but don't really want to spend their own money. And that kind of made me think about the mentality of her behind this particular, it's a her, it was a female group. And it kind of it made me really uncomfortable. I think it's because it triggered maybe a very similar mindset inside of me. We can't get triggered about something unless it resonates with something inside of us. So when you get triggered with something outside of you, it's usually because you come to believe that to be true about yourself as well. So that's a teaching moment. So I knew, like, okay, I really get annoyed by this, I get triggered, so what is it about this that triggered me? And after I reduced it down to short sentence or very like laser focused topic, I think it was because she was so addicted to lack. She was so determined that there was nothing that there was nothing for us, that there was no resources available to us, that everything, she has done everything, which we all can see she hasn't. And it was just this extreme determinations of proving that we are poor. Like, it just have to make sure that we have nothing, this utter belief that we have nothing. And because it's definitely not true, just because I already told you before, because the next sentence is the fact that, oh yeah, we're gonna fly and have a holiday for like 3 whole months to go to the US, and and then and all other things as well, right? And she's also wearing very very pretty set of dresses and clothings and everything. So it's not like she's poor, but it was as if that is the status symbol that she's walking around with. That is that we are poor, no one's giving us anything, like people should give us things, we're doing things that are right. And I'm thinking, wow, she's really focused on lack. And that bothered me a lot, because I'm thinking, oh my god, have I been too focused on lack? Is that what I'm doing as well? Am I really committed to poverty? Am I really committed to being miserable? Am I committed to being poor? Am I doing what she's doing? Because if I get triggered, that's mean I'm doing what she's doing, right? So that was a really great lesson. I thought about it myself. Well, maybe I should just take my hands off that for a little bit, like take my hands off this mindset of when is this going to happen, why am I always in the situation, like, because that goes on in my own head with my own situation in life. And I was thinking, wow, how can I break my addiction to poverty? How can I break my addiction to lack? Because if I dig deeper, how does, because I'm using the situation that happened yesterday to my as a mirror for myself, because the way I see that situation was, oh, this person is basically using poverty as a way, as a badge of honor, because she's using this fact that no one's giving us money for our very, very good cause, because this is a charity. Why is not no one's gonna give me money for this charity? We are doing very well, we are giving to the needy and stuff like that. And I see that that's my judgments towards them, right? So, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm doing that as well. I'm like thinking, why people are not giving me money? I'm doing really great things. If I have money, I'm gonna like put it into, you know, things that are very useful and productive, and, you know, enlifting and empowering to my society and to my, you know, to my community, whatever it is. And it was just really good to have that reflection happening inside of, not inside of me, but like outside of me, so I could see clearly from a viewer point of view, from like a third person point of view of what's actually happening inside of me, of what is the mindset that is basically keeping me here. I guess in a way, maybe I have been overly committed to being a struggling artist or starving actress, because in a sense it made me felt like, you know, I am more superior than you guys that are, you know, hustling out there with a 9-to-5 job. And although you guys are not having a good time, or maybe if you're not like not enjoying your time working there, you know, you are less than me. Like, I have that superiority. Maybe it's like, oh yeah, because even though I'm poor, I'm better than you, because I'm doing this thing that is, you know, supposedly much nobler, because it is, you know, I'm not sucking resources from someone else's funding, or, you know, something like that. So I guess my point, like, that's a story. I know that probably doesn't really have a lot of conclusion attached to it, but I want to share what's happening in my life. I guess that is I feel like that incident is quite important, because now, even though I already knew this theory for a long time, now it kind of like slapped me in the face, like, dude, you are addicted to lack, you are addicted to poverty, and it's sunk in now. So now I just have to kind of sit with it for a little bit, and to question myself, where is it in my life that I can kind of lift my hand off the, you know, the insistence of, I will never make this, I will never be successful. Because I think as people, sometimes we are so accustomed to where we are in life that we defend it so much. And when a relief happens, or when a problem is resolved, because we are so addicted and so used to being a certain way, we are unwilling to let go of that problem, and then, because that become our identity, right? So I think my lessons here is that to be reminded, and also to be self-aware when next time it happens, when next time the talk happens of like, oh, this is not going to work out, or like, we already done everything, blah blah blah, is to kind of, you know, press the brake for a little bit and ask, well, okay, you say that, but where is it working, like right now? Where have things changed? Where, you know, where have things better, where are things better in your life now? And okay, this is not working, so what can we do to make it work then? Is there any other way? Can we involve other people to brainstorm our solutions? You know, things like that, just kind of to put a break on the mentality that everything is always wrong, that everything is always not working my way, that I'm never making money and stuff like that. It's like, for my personal use, I really am starting to just practice my own self-help training into actually implementing it in my own life. Because I think like when you are so used to with something, it's really hard to break, but there is no other way to do it besides just increase your self-awareness, put a break on it when you caught yourself doing something that is not necessarily benefiting you in any way, and the only thing that it feed is basically just addiction to this thing that you don't want, and just keep going from there, and just like shift your self-talk even ever so slowly, but shift it, like from things to say to this absolute belief that things will not work out, to what, it's a bad day today, let me just take a break, and then tomorrow probably become better. I'm gonna take a nap, I'm gonna eat something good, I'm gonna have a walk and come back to this problem with a fresh pair of eyes, and it's probably gonna work out. Or like, oh, if it doesn't work out, then I'll ask someone, and then it probably will work out. And then I think like we just have to be addicted to hope rather than to lack, and I think we have to shift that addiction to a different positive thing, because we are always going to be addicted to something, so we might as well change it to something that we're addicted to. I remember this one, I remember watching Bashar. Bashar is basically similar like Abraham Hicks. If you're in the New Age industry, in the New Age community, you would know who Bashar is. So Bashar is basically a different entity than Abraham, but they're basically teaching almost the same thing. I think I remember him saying things like, because you are always confident at something. If you're fearful, you are confident at a situation will turn out to be, to turn out to be happening for the worst. So that's what you have faith in. If you're addicted to hope, if you're confident in hope, then you have faith, because you are confident that this positive thing is going to happen. So fear and faith are basically the same thing. It's just that we name fear to the names that to bad things that we are confident in, and we name it faith to the good things that we are confident in, good things and bad things that are going to happen in the future. So we are always going to be confident about something. Might as well be confident about something that makes us feel better about ourselves, rather than make us feel, make us feel small and hopeless. So I think that was helpful. Anyway, that is my rant for today. I know it's a bit of a ramble. I'm starting to get back to the talking kind of long ranty video again, so let me know if you enjoy this or not, because, well, if you don't, I'm still going to do it anyway. I still need to practice my talking again, so I become a lot more articulate again, because I feel like I'm losing my skill a little bit. But I hope that was enough for today's topic, which is, what are you addicted to? Are you addicted to lack, or are you addicted to hope? Are you addicted to abundance? Are you addicted to poverty? Which one are you? And how do you change it? Anyway, till later, guys. Bye!